Everything that exists vibrates. From the smallest grain of sand resting beneath our feet to the vast galaxies dancing through the cosmos, every particle, every atom resonates in an incessant movement. The universe, in its grandeur, is like an incomparable symphony, a melody that echoes through time and space, guided by a frequency that few can perceive, but which is present in everything. This is the divine frequency, the silent sound that sustains the harmony of all creation, a vibration that only the chosen ones in tune with their mission can hear and comprehend. Modern science, in its deepest explorations, confirms what spiritual traditions have been saying for millennia. Matter is energy condensed into vibration. At the core of everything we know, there is no solidity, only movement. Quantum physics reveals that even atoms, which appear stable and fixed, are in a constant state of oscillation. Every subatomic particle vibrates, creating invisible patterns that form the structure of everything that exists. Nothing is still, not even absolute silence. This understanding echoes the ancient words of the Hermetic sages who said, "The all is mind, the universe is mental. Nothing is still, everything vibrates." There is an underlying order to the apparent chaos, a rhythm that governs the movement of the stars, the cycle of the seasons, the flow of life in all its forms. Those who seek to hear this frequency find in it the proof that everything is interconnected, like notes in a melody that extends beyond what the senses can capture. This universal harmony is like a thread of light running through the invisible fabric of the cosmos, connecting everything to a greater principle. Some call it love, others consciousness, but its nature transcends names and definitions. The divine frequency is the very language of the universe, an energetic code that sustains creation in its purest form. It is the vibration of balance, peace, and unity, and it is accessible only to those who elevate their own frequencies to tune into it. Imagine the universe as a vast orchestra. Each star, planet, living being, and particle has its own sound, its own unique vibration. When these frequencies are in harmony, the music of the cosmos flows effortlessly, like a river following its natural course. But when there is disharmony, when the noise of the world obscures the divine sound, the flow is interrupted, and the feeling of separation arises. This is why so few can hear the divine frequency. Most are lost in dense and chaotic vibrations, trapped in the incessant noise of fear, anger, materialism, and disconnection. These lower vibrations create invisible barriers, like clouds obscuring the sky, preventing the light and higher sound from manifesting. But the chosen ones, those who have awakened to their true essence, know that there is something beyond these layers of noise. They feel, on a deep level, that the universe is singing a song that awaits to be heard. The chosen ones are those who, amidst the chaos, can find silence. They are the ones who realize that the vibration of their thoughts, words, and actions influences the melody they play in the world. They understand that, to hear the divine frequency, one must align with it. One must leave behind the dense vibrations and tune into the lightness of love, compassion, and gratitude. This understanding is not just mystical, it is also scientific. Brain frequencies, measured in alpha, theta, and gamma waves, reveal states of consciousness that allow us to access higher dimensions of reality. When the mind is in silence, in a meditative state, theta waves intensify, opening doors to deep insights and perceptions that transcend the ordinary. In elevated states, gamma waves vibrate, connecting us with a universal intelligence that cannot be described, only lived. It is at this point of alignment that the divine frequency becomes audible, not with the physical ears, but with the heart, mind, and soul. It is a resonance that brings peace amidst the storm, clarity where there was confusion, and a sense of unity with everything that exists. Those who perceive it know they are touching something eternal, something that has always been present but was obscured by the layers of density we have accumulated throughout life. When you silence, when you choose to vibrate in love, truth, and purpose, you begin to hear this melody. It is like tuning into a radio station that has always been playing, but whose frequency you could not reach. And once you hear it, you are never the same. The world around you changes because your vibration has changed. You become a channel for this harmony, and everything you touch is transformed. The divine frequency is always present, patiently waiting for those who are ready to hear it. It is the primordial sound, the breath that gave birth to creation, the invisible thread that connects every particle, every star, and every heart. When you align with it, you become part of the universal symphony, a unique and indispensable note in the eternal melody of the cosmos. The chosen ones are those who, amidst the noise of the world, feel the silent call that echoes within them. They are sensitive souls whose antennas vibrate subtly with energies that most do not perceive. While many get lost in the external chaos, the chosen ones are pulled by something greater, an inner voice that invites them to look within and walk toward a truth that goes beyond the visible. They are the ones who awaken, the ones who realize that material reality is just a veil hiding something infinitely deeper. This sensitivity is not a burden, though it may often seem so. The chosen ones are those who feel more intensely, who perceive the pain of the world, but also its silent beauty. They are the ones who walk paths where few dare to tread, challenging beliefs, overcoming doubts, and facing the shadows that arise in the process of awakening. They know that this journey is not easy, but they also understand that they were made for it. Each challenge, each fall, each doubt is a portal to a deeper level of understanding and strength. Spiritual awakening is, by nature, a rupture. The one who awakens begins to realize that something is not right, that the life they were taught is not enough. They disconnect from the illusions of the world and, for a time, may feel lost, as if they were between two worlds, the old one where everything seemed familiar and the new one where the answers are still fragmented, and the path is not yet fully clear. It is in this phase that the chosen one feels the solitude of awakening, the weight of carrying a truth that few understand. But it is also in this moment that they discover something extraordinary, that the solitude of awakening is the cradle of their strength. In this silent space they begin to hear what was once hidden. Their intuition sharpens, their perceptions expand, and they begin to realize that they are not alone. There are signs, synchronicities, and subtle messages that arise like beacons in the darkness, guiding them back to their purpose. It is as if the universe, recognizing their awakening, begins to communicate directly with them, reminding them of who they truly are. The chosen ones are those who carry within them an unbreakable connection to something higher. They feel that they have a mission, even if they cannot yet define it clearly. This mission is like a sacred fire burning in their hearts, a deep desire to serve, to heal, to bring light to a world that is often steeped in shadows. They understand, even unconsciously, that they have been called to something greater, something that transcends the personal pursuit of success or recognition. Being chosen is to carry a responsibility. It is not a title that brings glory, but a commitment that requires courage and dedication. The chosen ones are those who become bridges between heaven and earth, between the visible and the invisible. They are the ones who illuminate the path for others, not by their words, but by the silent strength of their actions and the energy they emit. Their light is not a flame displayed to the world, but a beacon that shines for those who also seek. And yet, being chosen does not mean being perfect. On the contrary, the chosen ones face more intense trials, for they are shaped by difficulties. Every challenge they face is a lesson that makes them stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their mission. Their wounds are not weaknesses. They are marks of a spirit that endured, that grew, and now carries the strength of its journey. What differentiates the chosen ones is their ability to listen. While the world shouts, they quiet themselves. While many seek answers outside, they turn inward, where truth already resides. They understand that the divine frequency is not heard in the noise, but in the stillness of the heart. It is there, in silence, that they find the wisdom, peace, and direction they need. Awakening is not a single event. It is a continuous process. Each day, the chosen ones awaken a little more, uncovering deeper layers of their own essence. They become more aware of their energies, more sensitive to the vibrations around them, and more connected to the sacred that permeates everything. They realize that there is no separation between them and the universe, that they are, in fact, part of the same dance, individual notes in the cosmic symphony. And when they finally recognize their mission, the chosen ones understand that they are not here to change the world through force or violence, but with love, compassion, and presence. They become living examples of what is possible when we align with the divine frequency, when we choose to vibrate in harmony with the cosmos and act from that place of deep connection. Being chosen is a call that few hear, but once felt, it can no longer be ignored. It is a journey of courage, dedication, and faith. A journey that begins in silence and takes us back home, to our true self, where the divine frequency resonates with all its purity and power. The divine frequency is more than an abstract concept. It is the primordial language of the universe, the melody that resonates through everything that exists. It is the silent sound that permeates the fabric of reality, the hidden code that sustains creation. The one who tunes into this frequency finds a harmony that transcends time, space, and the limitations of the material world. It is the cosmic symphony that carries within it the secrets of existence, the wisdom of universal love, and the codes of life itself. The ancients knew this truth. In millennial-old traditions, sound and vibration were seen as the foundation of everything. In the beginning there was sound, a pure and perfect sound that gave birth to matter and energy. This concept is not just spiritual, it echoes in modern science. Quantum physics teaches us that everything in the universe is energy in motion. What we perceive as solid matter is, in fact, a collection of vibrations at specific frequencies. Every atom, every molecule, every living being has its own vibration, a unique energetic signature that resonates with the whole. The divine frequency is this higher harmony, a pure vibration that can only be accessed by those who align their own energy with the forces of the cosmos. It is like a radio station. While many remain tuned to low frequencies, lost in the noise of fear, anger, and illusion, the chosen ones learn to raise their vibration to hear the music of the universe. They discover that the divine frequency is not something external. It resides within them, patiently waiting to be awakened. Our brain, this extraordinary tool that serves as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, is fundamental in this process. It operates at different electrical frequencies called brainwaves, which determine our states of consciousness. In the waking state, dominated by beta waves, we are focused on the external world, attentive to the demands of daily life. But it is when we calm the mind, entering states of alpha and theta waves, that the portal to the divine frequency opens. It is in these moments of stillness that we access elevated states of consciousness, where intuition strengthens and universal wisdom becomes clear. Gamma waves in turn represent an even higher state. It is within them that we find the connection to divine creativity, to insights that seem to arise from nowhere but are, in fact, responses from the whole. Great artists, inventors, and mystics have accessed these states, tuning into something greater than themselves. The divine frequency is not just heard, it is felt, lived, and manifested through us. This cosmic symphony, however, requires purity of heart and mind to be perceived. It is not something that can be gained by force or imposition. It reveals itself gently to those who choose to surrender, who quiet the inner noise and allow energy to flow freely through them. Love, compassion, and gratitude are the vehicles that elevate our vibration, tuning us to the divine frequency. When we vibrate at these higher frequencies, we become receptive, like tuned instruments that begin to resonate with the music of the universe. The divine frequency is not static. It is in constant movement, just like the universe. It manifests in patterns, waves, and cycles, reminding us that everything is interconnected. When we access this frequency, we realize that we are part of something infinite, something that cannot be contained or explained in words. It is an experience of unity, of returning home, where the ego dissolves and the higher self awakens. To hear the divine frequency, one must learn to listen with the heart. It is not just about meditating or seeking altered states of consciousness, but about living in harmony with the principles that sustain this vibration: truth, unconditional love, and surrender. When we align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with this frequency, everything around us begins to change. Chaos gives way to peace, doubt transforms into clarity, and obstacles become opportunities for growth. The chosen ones are those who understand this vibrational dance. They realize that their own energies influence the field around them, creating realities that reflect their internal frequency. By tuning into the divine frequency, they become channels of light, beacons that illuminate the way for others. Not by imposition, but by the simple presence of those who vibrate in harmony with the whole. The divine frequency is the truth that has always been present, but few are able to hear it. It is the music the universe plays, inviting each of us to remember who we truly are. Tuning into it is awakening to our highest nature, to the understanding that we are part of the same melody, essential notes in the symphony of creation. Despite being a universal call, few are able to tune into the divine frequency because there are invisible barriers that block the natural flow of this vibration. These barriers manifest in various forms: in the body, the mind, the emotions, and the environment around us. They are like dense clouds that obscure the sun's brilliance, preventing its light from reaching us. It is essential to recognize them in order to dissolve them, for only when we free ourselves from these blockages can we truly align with the harmony of the universe. Emotional blockages are among the most powerful obstacles. Emotions like fear, anger, resentment, and sadness vibrate at dense and heavy frequencies, which push us away from balance. These emotions, when repressed or ignored, accumulate like invisible chains that pull us down. Fear, for example, creates a barrier between us and the divine because it traps us in the illusion of separation. Resentment, in turn, is like poison accumulating in the heart, preventing the energy of love from flowing freely. Mental blockages also play a significant role. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and repetitive worry patterns create incessant noise in our minds, preventing us from hearing the subtle melody of the divine frequency. The mind is a powerful tool, but when uncontrolled, it becomes a prison. When we cling to rigid ideas or allow ourselves to be consumed by doubts, our vibration weakens, and the energetic flow that connects us to the cosmos is interrupted. In addition to internal barriers, there are also external blockages that drain our energy and pull us away from the state of harmony. The environment around us, the people we interact with, and even the technologies we use can affect our frequency. Excessive stimuli, constant noise, and exposure to negative energies contribute to disconnection. Just like an antenna that loses signal amid interference, we too drift from the divine frequency when surrounded by chaos and imbalance. Purifying these blockages is essential to releasing the energy flow and raising our vibration. This does not mean ignoring or denying our emotions, but embracing them with awareness and releasing them with love. When we look at fear, anger, or pain with compassion, they lose the power to imprison us. It is like opening a window in a dark room. The light enters and the shadows dissipate naturally. The power of silence is one of the most effective strategies for overcoming these blockages. Silence is not just the absence of words, but a state of presence where the mind calms and the heart opens. In silence, we are able to hear the inner voice that guides us back to balance. It is in this sacred space that the divine frequency becomes audible, like a soft whisper that reminds us of who we are and where we need to go. Meditation is also a powerful tool for purifying the mind and emotions. By focusing on the breath, the present moment, and the natural flow of life, we dissolve the thought patterns that keep us trapped. Meditation teaches us to observe without judgment, to accept without resistance, and to open space for the divine frequency to flow freely through us. It is a process of detachment, of letting go of what no longer serves us and allowing the light to penetrate where darkness once existed. Connection with nature is another powerful way to remove blockages. Nature vibrates in harmony with the universe. Every tree, every river, every wind carries the purity of the divine frequency. When we expose ourselves to this energy, our own vibration begins to align. Walking barefoot, feeling the sun on our skin, or simply listening to the sound of leaves in the wind are simple yet transformative practices that help us return to the natural state of balance. Practicing forgiveness is perhaps the deepest step in removing emotional blockages. Forgiveness is not a gift to others, but an act of liberation for ourselves. It dissolves the invisible chains of resentment, allowing love and compassion to fill the empty spaces. Forgiveness returns our peace, raising our vibration and bringing us closer to the divine frequency. It is important to remember that removing these blockages is not a linear process. It is an ongoing journey of self-awareness and self-transformation. Each layer we release brings us a little closer to the harmony we seek. The chosen ones know that this journey requires patience, courage, and surrender, but they also know that the effort is worth it. Because when the blockages disappear, what remains is the purity of the divine frequency flowing through us. Imagine yourself as a musical instrument that, after years of disuse, is out of tune and covered in dust. The process of removing blockages is like tuning each string, cleaning every part, until the sound you produce is once again in harmony with the melody of the universe. When this happens, you become a channel of light, a reflection of the divine frequency in the physical world. Your presence becomes healing, your energy inspires, and your life begins to flow with a lightness that once seemed unattainable. The obstacles that block the divine frequency are not enemies. They are masters that show us where we need to look, what we need to release, and who we need to become. When we face them with love and courage, they transform into stepping stones that elevate us to new heights of consciousness and alignment. Raising the vibrational frequency is a process of realignment, a conscious choice to abandon the dense vibrations that imprison us and reconnect with the natural flow of the universe. It is like adjusting an out-of-tune instrument, bringing each string back into harmony. This realignment does not happen by chance. It is cultivated through intentional practices that, little by little, cleanse the mind, heart, and body, allowing the divine frequency to manifest fully. The first step to raising the frequency is silence. In the modern world, where external and internal noise is constant, silence becomes a gateway to the deepest truth. Silence allows us to observe thoughts without identifying with them, hear the heart without the interference of the mind, and perceive the flow of energy that connects us to everything. When we surrender to silence, we dissolve the illusion of separation and reconnect with the space where the divine frequency naturally resonates. Meditation is the most direct path to this silence. It invites us to return to the present moment, where the mind quiets and the body relaxes. Through conscious breathing, we allow energy to flow freely, releasing tensions and dissolving blockages. Meditating does not mean controlling thoughts, but observing them like clouds passing through the sky without attachment or resistance. By practicing meditation daily, we create a pure energetic field where the divine frequency can be perceived clearly. Conscious breathing is another essential practice. Breath is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, between the body and the cosmos. When we breathe deeply and intentionally, we raise our energy, oxygenate the brain, and activate higher states of consciousness. Try inhaling slowly, visualizing a golden light entering your body, filling every cell with vitality and harmony. As you exhale, imagine all negativity being released, dissolving into the void. Each breath becomes an act of renewal, a subtle ritual of alignment with the divine frequency. Mantras also have the power to elevate our vibration. Sound, as we already know, is the essence of the universe, and mantras are sacred codes that resonate at higher frequencies. Chanting or repeating mantras like Om harmonizes the cells of the body, calms the mind, and opens the heart to the divine frequency. Each sacred syllable is like a key that unlocks portals within us, reconnecting us with the whole. Nature, with its perfection and balance, is one of the greatest allies in raising our frequency. When we walk in a forest, feel the earth beneath our feet, or listen to the sound of the wind through the leaves, our energy automatically aligns with the earth's vibration. Nature does not question, does not resist. It simply is. And in this state of being, it teaches us to flow, trust, and surrender to the natural rhythm of the universe. Diet also directly influences our vibrational frequency. Foods carry energy, and what we choose to consume can either elevate us or drag us down. Fresh, natural, and living foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and grains, vibrate at pure and elevated frequencies. They nourish the physical body, but also feed the energetic field, bringing lightness and vitality. Avoiding processed, intoxicating, and unbalanced foods is an act of respect for the temple we inhabit, allowing our energy to remain elevated. Love, compassion, and forgiveness are the most powerful vibrational states to tune into the divine frequency. Love is the essence of the universe, the purest vibration that exists. When we choose to love ourselves, others, and the world, we instantly raise our frequency. Forgiveness, in turn, is the liberation from the chains that keep us bound to dense vibrations. Forgiving does not mean justifying or forgetting, but releasing the energy that keeps us tethered to the past, allowing love to flow freely again. Practicing gratitude is another direct path to raising our vibrational frequency. Gratitude teaches us to look at life through eyes of abundance, recognizing the blessings in each moment. When we are grateful, we shift our frequency, because gratitude dissolves resistance and creates space for abundance to manifest. Upon waking every day, take a moment to be grateful for 3 things in your life. This simple practice has the power to transform your energy and tune you into the divine frequency. Small daily practices, repeated with intention and devotion, create profound transformation. Grand gestures or extraordinary moments are not necessary. Elevation happens in the day-to-day, in the subtle choices we make at each moment. Every conscious breath, every moment of silence, every act of love and gratitude brings us closer to the divine and aligns us with the symphony of the universe. As you raise your vibrational frequency, you become a channel of the divine frequency. Your energy begins to influence everything around you, creating waves of harmony that expand like ripples in water. People feel your presence even without understanding why. Your gaze, your words, and your actions carry a light that inspires, heals, and transforms. You become a living reflection of universal love, a beacon that guides others on their own journeys of awakening. Raising your frequency is an act of love for yourself and the world. It is a choice every day to vibrate in harmony with the whole, becoming a tuned instrument in the grand symphony of creation. As the chosen ones begin to tune into the divine frequency, signs emerge confirming that they are on the right path. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are subtle messages, delicate impressions the universe sends as a reminder that the tuning has been established. Like music that can only be heard at a specific frequency, those who raise their vibration begin to perceive these signs clearly, like small miracles woven into the fabric of reality. The first sign is the sense of inner peace. While the world around may remain chaotic, a deep calm settles in the heart of the chosen one. It is a peace that does not depend on external circumstances, but springs from the connection to something greater. The ego loses its power, worries dissolve, and the present becomes a safe refuge where everything makes sense. This serenity is not the absence of challenges, but the unwavering certainty that everything is exactly where it should be, in harmony with the rhythm of the universe. Another unmistakable sign is synchronicity. When we align with the divine frequency, the universe responds almost magically. Synchronicities begin to appear like pieces of a puzzle that fit together perfectly. People show up at the right time, messages appear in unexpected places, and the answers we seek find their way to us. It's as if the cosmos is whispering, "You are in the flow, keep walking." Each synchronicity is a reminder that we are being guided, that nothing is random, and that the divine frequency manifests in every detail of our journey. Intuition intensifies, becoming a reliable compass. The chosen ones realize that their choices are guided by a knowing that transcends logic. There is an increasing trust in the heart, a quiet certainty that points the way even when it doesn't seem clear. Intuition no longer feels like a distant voice but becomes a present guide, a whisper that never fails. Decisions that once seemed difficult are made with ease because the chosen one knows they are being led by something greater. Mystical experiences begin to occur more frequently. Deep meditation states reveal glimpses of higher dimensions, lucid dreams bring clear messages, and spiritual encounters become possible. The veil between the physical and the spiritual begins to thin, allowing the chosen ones to perceive what was once invisible. They feel the presence of the divine in small things, in the wind touching their face, in the brightness of the sun, in the silence that envelopes a starry night. Life in its simplicity becomes sacred. Another sign that someone is tuned into the divine frequency is the visible transformation that occurs in their life around them. Relationships begin to change. Those who vibrate at dense frequencies naturally drift away, while new connections, more aligned with the chosen one's mission, appear. Opportunities start to arise, like doors opening effortlessly, guiding the chosen one towards their purpose. There is a fluidity that didn't exist before, as if the universe were conspiring for everything to fall into place perfectly. Additionally, the chosen one begins to notice changes in their environment. Physical spaces that once felt heavy start to feel lighter as their presence elevates the energy around them. Plants grow with more vitality, animals are drawn to them, and the people around begin to feel peace just by being near them. The chosen one, by vibrating at the divine frequency, becomes a point of light in a world often submerged in shadows. However, these signs are not mere rewards. They are confirmations that the chosen one is aligned with their true being. Peace, synchronicities, intuition, and visible transformations are reflections of a frequency being emitted from within. It's as if reality begins to adjust to reflect the internal harmony of the chosen one. What once seemed distant or impossible begins to manifest naturally, because the elevated vibration acts as a magnet that attracts what is in tune with it. It is important to remember that these signs don't all appear at once, nor are they always immediately perceived. Awakening is a gradual process, and each sign is a response to the frequency we emit. The more we surrender to love, compassion, silence, and gratitude, the more clearly these signs manifest in our lives. They are like stars shining in the night sky, lighting the path and confirming we are on the right track. When the chosen ones perceive these signs, something profound happens. Faith strengthens. They begin to trust the process more, release control, and allow life to flow naturally. Doubt gives way to certainty, fear dissolves into love, and the heart expands in gratitude. The journey ceases to be a burden and becomes a dance with the universe, a dance where every step is guided by wisdom that transcends time and space. These signs are gifts, invitations from the universe to keep moving forward, not to give up when challenges arise. They are proof that the divine frequency is always present, simply waiting for us to raise our vibration so that we can hear it, feel it, and live it. And when we finally tune into it, we realize that we are not merely spectators of this cosmic symphony. We are part of it, an essential note resonating with eternity. Tuning into the divine frequency is more than a personal experience. It is a transformation that resonates beyond the individual. Those who access this vibration become agents of change in the world. For their lives, their actions, and their presence begin to emit an energy that touches everything around them. They not only find inner peace but become channels of that peace, spreading light where there was once darkness. The divine frequency, when embodied, cannot be contained. It expands, inspires, and awakens others, creating waves of transformation that shape the collective reality. The chosen ones, as they tune into this vibration, experience a profound personal transformation. Their way of thinking, acting, and feeling changes radically. They leave behind old patterns, release what no longer resonates with their essence, and align with a new way of being. Life begins to flow with more ease, as they no longer resist the natural flow of the universe. The need for control disappears, and in its place emerges trust, the certainty that everything is unfolding as it should. This transformation is not only internal, it manifests visibly in the chosen one's life. They begin to attract people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with their new frequency. Worn-out relationships dissolve naturally, making space for deeper, more authentic connections. Projects and dreams that once seemed distant begin to materialize with ease, as the chosen one is now vibrating in tune with what they wish to manifest. Reality, which once seemed rigid and limited, becomes flexible, malleable, like a mirror reflecting their new energy. Beyond personal transformation, the chosen ones also take on a greater role. They become beacons of light in a world that often seems lost in shadows. When someone tunes into the divine frequency, their vibration begins to elevate everything and everyone around them. Like a stone thrown into a calm lake, their energy creates waves that spread in all directions. Every word, every gesture, every encounter carries an elevated intention, a reflection of the love and peace that now emanate from their being. The chosen ones do not need to announce their light, as it becomes evident in the way they live. They are the ones who bring calm to chaos, who offer compassion where there is pain, and who inspire hope where despair reigns. Their actions are guided by a greater purpose, and their presence becomes a silent reminder that something bigger exists, that life has meaning, and that there is a way back to harmony. This responsibility is great, but it is also an honor. The chosen ones do not seek recognition or applause, as they understand that true service is quiet and unpretentious. They are gardeners of the human spirit, planting seeds of light in the hearts of those who cross their paths. Every smile, every word of encouragement, every act of kindness is a seed that, in due time, will germinate and bloom. The impact may not be immediate or visible, but it is real, for the divine frequency works on levels beyond what the eyes can see. The chosen ones also understand that their mission goes beyond the individual. It is part of a collective movement. Awakening is not just personal but planetary. As more people raise their frequency, the collective consciousness begins to change. Like individual cells in a greater organism, the chosen ones work together, even if unconsciously, to bring balance and healing to humanity. Each awakened soul is a spark that lights up, and together, these lights form a flame that can dissipate the darkest shadows. When we tune into the divine frequency, we become bridges between heaven and earth. Our lives, once limited to the physical world, become a channel for divine energy to manifest in the material world. The chosen ones bring the sacred into the everyday, reminding everyone that the divine is not distant, but present in every breath, every sunrise, every gesture of love. They show through example that it is possible to live in harmony, that it is possible to transform pain into healing, and that it is possible to build a world where love is the dominant force. This personal and collective transformation is the true impact of tuning into the divine frequency. It is not just about finding inner peace or manifesting individual desires. It is about becoming an instrument of something greater, a vehicle for the love and wisdom of the universe to flow freely. The chosen ones understand that their journey does not end when they find the divine frequency. It is only the beginning of a new purpose, a new mission to serve, inspire, and illuminate the world around them. They do not see this responsibility as a burden but as a gift. Being chosen is being called to remember who you truly are, and in doing so help others remember as well. It is an act of surrender, trust, and unconditional love. Those who access the divine frequency become part of something much greater than themselves, part of a universal plan that is, little by little, restoring harmony and light to the earth. Each chosen one is an indispensable piece in this grand cosmic dance. Each, by raising their frequency, contributes to the elevation of all. And together, like a finely tuned orchestra, they compose a new reality, a future where consciousness, love, and peace reign supreme. As the chosen ones align with the divine frequency and become living channels of this energy, a new chapter begins to unfold in the history of humanity. We are living in times of transition, an era where old structures are crumbling, making way for a new planetary consciousness. This collective awakening, though silent and gradual, is inevitable, for it is guided by forces that transcend human understanding. The chosen ones play an essential role in this process, for they are the bearers of the light, the pioneers paving the way for the arrival of a new era. The new age of consciousness is not just a utopia or a distant vision. It is already in motion. It is visible in the hearts that awaken, in the communities that are formed, in the movements of love and compassion that emerge amid chaos. It is a deep call that resonates in the souls of those who know that the world can be more than what we see today. It is not the destruction of what exists, but the transformation of everything that is out of balance, a return to the harmony that is the true nature of the universe. The future of the chosen ones is intrinsically linked to this transformation. They are not spectators. They are active participants in this great change. As beacons of light, they illuminate the path for those who are still awakening. They do not do this through grand words or empty speeches, but through their actions, their presence, and the elevated frequency they emit. Each chosen one, by tuning into the divine frequency, becomes a key piece in the process of raising planetary consciousness. As more individuals awaken to this new reality, a network of light is created, an invisible web that connects hearts and minds in a common purpose. This connection is the foundation for the new age of consciousness, where love, wisdom, and compassion become the pillars that support life in all its forms. The chosen ones understand that we are not separate from one another. We are parts of one living organism called humanity, and our individual vibrations influence the whole. The elevation of collective consciousness does not happen all at once. It is a gradual process, like the dawn that lights up the horizon little by little. Each chosen one, in fulfilling their mission, accelerates this awakening. Whether through unconditional love, forgiveness, healing, or compassion, they plant seeds that, over time, will bloom in hearts that still sleep. No effort is wasted, for even the smallest act of kindness resonates in the energetic field of the planet, creating waves that expand beyond what we can see. But this journey also brings challenges. The chosen ones must remain steadfast, even when the world seems to resist change. There are times when the old will fight to survive, moments when shadows will try to obscure the light that is emerging. But the chosen ones know that darkness is merely the absence of light, and that by continuing to vibrate in the divine frequency, they will dissipate these shadows with the strength of their presence. They do not fight against the old, they bring the new, and the new, by its very nature, transforms everything around them. The new age of consciousness will not be built through external revolutions, but through an inner revolution, one that begins in each of us. The chosen ones lead by example, showing that it is possible to live in harmony with the whole, respecting the earth, caring for one another, and honoring life in all its forms. They are the guardians of this future, the architects of a reality where love and unity are the forces that govern existence. In this new world, values will transform. Success will no longer be measured by the accumulation of material goods but by the ability to live in peace, in harmony, and in connection with the soul's purpose. Competition gives way to collaboration, fear yields to love, and separation dissolves into unity. It is a return to what we have always been, spiritual beings living a human experience, connected to one another and to the universe that sustains us. The chosen ones understand that this future is not distant. It is being built now, in every choice, in every action, in every moment of surrender to the divine frequency. They know they cannot change the world alone, but they also know they are not alone. There is a greater force guiding their steps, and there are other chosen ones scattered throughout the world, silently working to manifest this new reality. As planetary consciousness rises, the Earth also responds. Nature, which has long been ignored, begins to heal. The oceans, the forests, and the skies reflect the restored balance in the hearts of humanity. The very vibration of the planet, resonating in harmony with the divine frequency, elevates, creating an energetic field that sustains life in all its fullness. The future of the chosen ones is, therefore, inseparable from the future of humanity. They are the bearers of the flame that lights the way, the guardians of ancient wisdom, and the pioneers of a new era. Their mission is to remind the world that love is the most powerful force that exists, that the divine frequency is within reach of all, and that together, we can create a future where peace and unity reign supreme. This future is already happening, for each chosen one who awakens becomes a living proof that transformation is possible. They are the dreamers, the visionaries, and the healers who are shaping tomorrow with their elevated vibrations and conscious actions. They are the ones who, with humility and devotion, guide humanity back home, to the place where the divine frequency resonates in every heart, in every being, and in every particle of the universe. To maintain the connection with the divine frequency and sustain the vibrational elevation in daily life, it is necessary to cultivate daily practices that anchor us in this state of harmony. Spiritual awakening and tuning into this higher frequency are not isolated events. They are continuous processes, built through conscious choices and habits that strengthen the spirit, mind, and body. The chosen ones know that their energy needs to be cared for, nurtured, and protected like a sacred fire that illuminates the world around them. Spiritual routine is the foundation of this maintenance. It does not need to be rigid or complicated. On the contrary, it should be a sacred space of simplicity, where the chosen one reconnects with themselves and the universe. Contemplative silence is one of the pillars of this practice. Finding moments of quiet throughout the day allows the mind to calm and the heart to hear the subtle messages of the divine frequency. It can be through meditation at dawn, a minute of conscious breathing in the middle of a busy day, or a simple pause to contemplate nature at dusk. Silence is not empty, it is the space where the divine can be heard. Gratitude is another essential daily practice. When we express gratitude even for the small things, we instantly elevate our vibrational frequency. Gratitude teaches us to focus on what we already have, instead of getting lost in desires or lacks. Starting the day by giving thanks for life, for the body we inhabit, for the opportunities for growth, and for the people around us creates an energy of abundance that attracts more reasons to be thankful. Gratitude is a key that opens the doors of the divine frequency because it aligns us with the vibration of love and acceptance. In addition to silence and gratitude, the chosen ones cultivate care for the body as part of their spiritual practice. The body is the temple where the soul resides, and its energy directly reflects how we treat it. Natural, pure, and vibrant foods nourish not only the physical body but also the energy field. Drinking water consciously, as if each drop is purifying and revitalizing our being, is an act of respect for life. Movement is also essential, whether through walking, yoga, or any form of physical expression. Moving the body helps release blockages and maintain the balance of energy flow. Connection with nature is another indispensable practice. The earth vibrates in harmony with the divine frequency, and when we approach it, we are naturally realigned. Walking barefoot on the grass, feeling the wind on our face, or listening to the sound of a river are simple yet powerful ways to reconnect with the natural flow of the universe. Nature teaches us about balance, patience, and renewal. It shows us that everything has its time, and by surrendering to its rhythm, we find the peace we so deeply seek. The chosen ones also understand the power of words and thoughts. Keeping the mind focused on elevated, positive, and loving thoughts is a practice that requires discipline, but it transforms the reality around us. Words have vibration, and what we say creates waves that reverberate in the energy field. By choosing words of love, truth, and encouragement, the chosen ones not only elevate their own frequency but also positively influence those with whom they interact. Another important practice is daily reflection. Taking a moment at the end of the day to review thoughts, emotions, and actions allows us to identify what needs to be adjusted and what should be celebrated. Asking oneself, did I live aligned with the divine frequency today? Were my actions guided by love and compassion? Creates a constant commitment to spiritual growth. Every day is an opportunity to become more conscious, more present, and more aligned with the divine. Simple rituals are also powerful for maintaining this connection. Lighting a candle with intention, chanting mantras, writing in a journal, or creating a small altar at home are ways to materialize the sacred in everyday life. These rituals are not just symbolic gestures. They are portals that connect us with the divine frequency, reminding us that the divine is present in everything and that life, when lived with intention, becomes an act of devotion. Maintaining the connection with the divine frequency also requires protection. The chosen ones know that by elevating their vibration, they become more sensitive to the energies around them. Therefore, it is important to create purification and energetic protection practices. Visualizing a golden light surrounding the body, using crystals like amethyst or black tourmaline, and taking herbal baths are simple ways to protect one's energy. Protecting oneself does not mean closing off from the world, but strengthening the energy field so we can continue to serve with love and light. Finally, the chosen ones understand that connection with the divine frequency is not a final destination but an ongoing journey. There is no perfection on this path, only surrender and commitment. Every day brings new challenges, new opportunities for growth, and new moments to tune in with the divine. The important thing is not to give up, for each effort, no matter how small, brings us a little closer to who we truly are. These daily practices, cultivated with devotion and intention, create a life aligned with the divine frequency. They help us stay grounded in the present, live with gratitude, and radiate light wherever we are. The chosen ones know that by caring for their own vibration, they are serving not only themselves but all of humanity. They become living examples of what is possible when we choose to vibrate in harmony with the universe, inspiring others to follow the same path. May every breath, every thought, and every action be an expression of this sacred frequency. May every step taken on earth resonate with the love and light that reside in us. At the end of the journey, when the path has been walked with patience, courage, and devotion, the chosen ones realize that the divine frequency has always been within them. What seemed like an external quest was actually a deep remembrance of something that was never lost. The light, the love, the wisdom, it all already existed at the core of their being, simply waiting for the moment when they were ready to reconnect with their true essence. This awakening does not mean the journey is over, but that a new chapter begins, filled with purpose, clarity, and responsibility. The chosen ones understand that tuning into the divine frequency is more than a gift. It is a commitment. A commitment to the universe, to others, and to oneself. It is living in alignment with the highest truth, becoming a living expression of the love and harmony that sustain all of creation. Living in this frequency means being an example, a silent inspiration to those who have not yet found their way. Not because you consider yourself superior, but because your life has become a reflection of the divine. The light you carry does not seek recognition. It simply shines, illuminating what is around you. Your presence brings calm where there is chaos, hope where there is despair, and love where there is separation. Each moment lived in harmony with this frequency is an act of healing, not only for you but for the entire world. Your vibration, elevated and pure, resonates with the heart of the earth, contributing to the elevation of collective consciousness. What you do matters. Every thought, every word, and every action has the power to create waves that expand infinitely. By transforming your own reality, you are helping transform the world. The chosen ones know that the journey is not always easy. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, and trials that test the strength of their faith. But it is in these moments that alignment with the divine frequency becomes even more important. When fear tries to obscure your light, breathe deeply and return to silence. When the shadows seem too large, remember that the light within you is greater. The divine frequency is an inexhaustible source of love and strength, and it will always be available to those who choose to connect with it. You don't need grand gestures or lofty words to fulfill your purpose. Your simple existence, when lived in harmony with the divine frequency, is enough. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs hearts that vibrate in harmony, souls that have chosen to love unconditionally, people who walk with humility, courage, and presence. Remember that you are not alone. There are other chosen ones in every corner of the world, working silently to manifest the same light, the same healing, and the same transformation. Together, you form an invisible network that connects the planet in love and harmony. Each one of you is an essential spark in the great fire of collective awakening, and your light makes a difference. Therefore, never doubt the impact you have. Every smile shared, every act of compassion, every moment of gratitude is a seed you plant in the energetic field of the universe. Even when there are no answers, even when the path seems uncertain, keep walking with faith. The divine frequency will guide you, for it is part of you just as you are part of it. May you never forget the strength you carry. May your life be a testimony to the power of love, truth, and light. May you choose, every day, to tune into this sacred frequency, elevating not only yourself but also the world around you. With every breath, with every step, may you remember, you are an indispensable note in the symphony of the universe, and the world needs your unique melody. If this message resonated with you, if something within your heart awakened like this video, share this message with those who are also seeking awakening, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can build a community of light, inspiring more souls to tune into the divine frequency and live in harmony with the universe. May your journey be illuminated. May your light shine without fear. And may you continue with humility and courage to manifest the truth of your being. The divine frequency is within you, and the world needs your presence.